Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we Nurul Mazana binti Asri.
Bagi salam balik. Dia lambat sikit, sorry lah.
Tak apa. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ni Nurul Mazana binti Asri. Nur Adil Ilyana binti Abdul Rahim. Siti Zuliana Natasha binti Zakaria. And Nur Farahanin binti Mak Faris. We discuss together about our problem scenario that we get. So first, we has a group members for Human Resources Manager. We discuss together about staffing for financial survival. As you guys know, that COVID-19 pandemic has impact to all business or to all the business around the world, as well as Tencent Cafe. But in 2020, Malaysia economy is now coming out through after shaking on 4.5% in the third quarter in 2020. So we has a human resources manager for Tencent Cafe will carry out plan to fulfill the human resources requirement for Tencent Cafe Myanmar for a new branch during a endemic. So no, can you tell us about the detail of situation on the pandemic?
Yeah, sure, I can. The COVID-19 is a pandemic and the imposition of various forms of movement control order, MCO, nationwide have severely affected the people and business, particularly the micro, small and the medium enterprise, MCME. Some sectors could not operate as the normal due to the movement restriction and change in consumer behavior. Impact, employment and the economic resilience. However, after 2 years of experience with the COVID-19 pandemic, the Malaysian economy is now coming out of its trough after shrinking 4.5% in the third quarter of 2021. It is on a path to recover in 2022, supported by the reopening of the economic and social sector. Since the economic reopening, the general mood and sentiment have turned positive as consumers are allowed to travel. Interested and this had aided domestic tourism and business operation. People mobility and traffic indicators have been showing signs of revival despite concern about the Omicron variant. In addition, the Malaysian Finance Minister announced that 2022 will be a great year for Malaysia. As a result, it is a good sign for the organization expand its business. Now, I want to ask question to Tasha. Tasha, can I know what is important of staffing?
Yes, sure. There is a 5 importance of staffing in Tencent Cafe organization. Okay, number 1 is efficient functioning of the organization. It is a systematic program for the selection, training, and appraisal of employees are required by proper staffing function. It is candidates that selected according to the skills of each job assigned can be carried out effectively. The employees are high quality, which can do work qualified and can do the work required with minimal supervision, as it will reduce the expenses and save the time of an cafe organization. Next, maximize productivity and higher performance. Since the right person is required to do the right job, they will be more satisfied in doing their job, and this leads to higher employee performance and maximum productivity. The top management can choose and select employees based on their skills to fulfill vacancies in Tencent Cafe. Number 3 is avoid disruption to business activities. As staffing forecast, the correct staff requirement for the present and the long term shortage of competent workers or excess of workers can be detected and action is taken to avoid disruption to business activities. And number 4 is optimum utilization of human resources. Staffing forecast the correct staff requirement. It helps in preventing an excess of employees. That's all for me. Okay, now, Noor, can you tell us about the process in staffing?
Sure, can. As we know that Tencent Cafe top management decide to continue its planning after 2-year delay to open a new branch in Merlimau in 2022 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Back the question. Staffing is the requirement, selection, assignment, and development of human resource required by the organization, in a nutshell, putting people to the work. The purpose of staffing is to determine the suitability of employers. The second is to ensure optimal human utilization. The third one is to maintain the professionalism of staffing. And last one is the efficiency of staff in facing challenges and being able to maintain their integrity. Now we go to staffing process. Staffing process have 7 process, and the first one is human resource planning, requirement, selection, employee orientation, training, performance evaluation, and the last one is employee separation. Now, that's all for me. Now, Adlin, can I ask you a question?
Of course you can.
Can I know what is attractive staff retention plan to be applied by the Tencent Cafe to maintain their employees?
There are 2 attractive staff retention plans that you can apply in Tencent Cafe to maintain employees. Firstly is honors employees and win their heart. Through this retention, it can create a connected relationship based on workplace. It takes time and genuine effort, but the impact is powerful beyond measure. Tencent Cafe owner who use this way may genuinely lead employees' heart, just their head, are more equipped to connect with emotional needs of employees. Employees is an ordinary human being as well as the owner of Tencent Cafe. Therefore, they want to be respected, valued, and involved. For example, Tencent Cafe owner can be a good listener to the employees about their emotional working during pandemic. Maybe the employees feel burdened when working in pandemic because of new standard operating procedure and restriction to protect health and well-being of customers. Therefore, when Tencent Cafe owner listen to their feeling, the employees will feel less burdened with the COVID-19 situation. The employees will feel like their leader is concerned about them. Indirectly, the employees will feel valued, so they will feel like want to quit in the job. Therefore, Tencent Cafe can maintain their employees. The second one is place important on employees' welfare and improve working conditions. This means employees will do anything done for comfort and improvement of the employees, over and above wage pay. It includes various service, facility, and amenities provided to employees for their betterment. This enables employees to perform their work in healthy and peaceful surroundings and to avail of facilities which improve their health and bring high morale. Tencent Cafe can include medical facility for rest, holiday with pay, and social insurance. For example, when Tencent Cafe provide medical for employees for Tencent Cafe can get free COVID tests rather than doing COVID tests outside. The employees may have to pay. Therefore, through this, employees feel satisfied if they are provided with such service, and they also committed towards Tencent Cafe. Indirectly, employees will feel guaranteed. In conclusion, through these two attractive staff retention plans, It can create efficient, healthy, and loyal and satisfied employees. At the end, the employees will remain working with Tencent Cafe. Um, so that's all from me. Mas, can I ask question to you?
Yes, you can.
Can you tell us about group decision technique that we can do in Tencent Cafe?
Okay. Um, there's two technique that we can use as a human resource manager to carry out plan for Tencent new batch. The first technique that is brainstorming. The human resource manager will bring the problem faced to the human resources staff um, and to jointly solve the problems related to human resources in the organizations. Typically, this brainstorm involved 6 to 12 people or more. The human resources manager make a discussion with the HR staff and they will contribute the some extent how to solve the problems at first. It is likely that the idea give is an effective alternative to the problems. For example, Tencent has a new branch in Rimau and they has a lack human resources. So every HR staff can give their opinions and view to the human resources manager. Each given idea need to be avoided and discussed before being accepted as a solution to the problems. Each given idea has its own uniques to solve the problems in the Tencent organization. Among the ideas that can be used to solve this problem is to create an interview advancement for a specific position. This can be done through using a social media platform such as Skype, Teams, and so on. This is because according to the current situation, which is to curb the spread of COVID-19 virus. Next, the second technique that can be used is the nominal group technique, which is NGT. This technique is a group process involves problems identification, solution generation, and make decision making. It can be used in group collaboration size who want to make their decision quickly. But when everyone opinions considered has an option to traditional voting, where only that largest group in consider. Sorry. Moreover, NGT is a modified and extended of the conjugations in which is vocalization is named. Group member who work alone but are in the same room to develop ideas. The nominal group technical NGT has a 4 process to follow. So the 4 process, the first is team members meet in a group and the informer of the problems encountered. each member write down their ideas on the problems. Second, each member share their ideas orally in a round-robin manner. There is one response per one at that time. And this idea will be recorded by the other members. No discussion until all the ideas has been recorded. The third, when all the ideas has been recorded, discussion will begin word question will be asked and explanation given. Groups may suggest a new item for discussions and combine that items into the category, but not ideas be removed. And the last is after this discussion decisions, each member evaluates the ideas and individually and anonymously. Vote for the best idea by allocating 10 points for the best idea and the 9 points for the next answer. So that's all for me and my opinion. Thank you.